Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. So in the last one we sorted out the start of our new void home, and so in this one I'm going to carry on with that a bit and sort out the enderman problem that you can see going on behind me. Yeah, that's an issue. God damn it, enderman, just no, go away. I don't want you. Yeah, fall into the void like a moron. Go away. Oh yeah, so you can see I've done a fair bit of stuff on this since the last time. Basically just put down a ton of trees of different kinds, got some slime things going on, some dark wood. These are just normal oaks, but I chose the red foliage colour when I was making the world, so it's come out nice and red, which looks kind of cool. And some great woods back here as well, and that one hasn't grown yet. Oh well, which also had to put lanterns in because the stuff was spawning in them. And I thought that's where the endermen were spawning from, but I can't find anywhere dark enough that they should be. So they're just kind of appearing, and I'm not really sure why. But I have a plan to counter that, which is what I'm going to work on today, I think. It's something that I wanted to get into anyway. So yeah, no time at the present and all that. So what I'm going to use to get rid of them is the Modular Force Fields system. Modular F, that'll do. And this thing is pretty cool. It basically lets you make force fields, but there's a lot of other stuff that is really quite useful, especially in sort of multiplayer worlds, where people could come and try and steal your stuff and that kind of thing. And we're going to use some of that extra stuff, because I don't really have a need for a force field right now. I might use one in the future for like when I make a mob grinder or something, rather than the dark glass. Maybe try using force fields instead. That'll be fun. But what we're going to make is an interdiction matrix. Essentially that's going to let us kill all hostile mobs in a specific area that we specify. But we need a decent amount of stuff to get used to doing this. So, do some of this crap that I don't actually need. And let's get on to making this stuff. So first thing I'm going to need is a coercion driver, and that's essentially what you give power to, which then supplies power to all the other machines. And it does it in quite a cool way as well, and I don't have any of that. That's enriched thingy-madoodle, that's the one. Maybe a bunch of that, why not? Go for it. Shouldn't take too long if all my automation is still alive and well, it should be. Cool, yeah, that's coming in, awesome. Cool, one of them. And coercion driver, what else do I need? I need a ton of focused matrices. These things are pretty expensive. It's like a diamond per 8 of them, and we're going to be using quite a lot of them, along with steel as well. But it's not too bad for where we're at, since we're basically gods at this point and have all of the materials in the world. And that should be fine. Cool, coercion driver, done. Then I'm going to power this with a tesseract. Awesome, I've got one. And what else? 4-tron capacitor I also need. So I need another energy tablet. Do I have the automation for that? Yes, I do. Awesome. And maybe a couple more of them actually. Probably gonna need a few more. Awesome. Thank you. 4-tron capacitor. That's essentially the battery for the modular force field system, and that's going to transfer power to everything else. And last thing I want is the interdiction matrix. For the standard ender chest. I don't have an ender eye. Ender eye. Blaze Palace, that's one. I knew it was something easy that I had. Had that for ages. Crikey. And shock modules, copper wire. Cool. Nice and easy. Oops, get in there. And shock matrices. 1, 2, 3. Cool, that should be the intermittent. Nope, I didn't make the ender chest. That would help. Let's do that thing. There we go. Cool. Interdiction matrix done. And I'm going to need one piece of cable, and I'll use a piece of elite cable, so I'm only going to put one between the coercion driver and the tesseract. Dear God, that... What the hell, Enderman? Why are you just, like, angry permanently? They're insane. They're just getting angry at nothing. Mental. Be quiet. Yeah, I can see why I want to get rid of these guys. They're really noisy and I don't even know why they're spawning. But there's loads of them. It's mental. Go away. I don't want you. Anyway, so where am I going to put this thing? I'm probably just going to put it like right down underneath it. And yeah, just got to base this set up before I start working on modules. That would be a fine center point. So if I put the interdiction matrix right in the middle, and 4-tron capacitor can go there. Coercion driver can go somewhere. Yeah, just go like right there. God damn it, did that just disappear and then not give me the item back? Motherfucker. Of course it did. God damn it. No, also it's right for not being close to it, I guess. And having as slightly lag as ever. No, let's make another one then. That was the cohesion driver, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Cool, there we go. No, it wasn't the cohesion driver. And it gave me it back. Ah, whatever. Oh well, I've got a second one. That's not the end of the world. I'll probably need a second one eventually when I make my mob grinder. Let's stick that up. Yeah, stick it right there. That'll do. And test right there on the power frequency. Receiving energy. And block the rest. Not that I really need to, but, you know, all the same. Cool, that should get power. Can turn that on, and I want it to derive power. So it's going to get power from the Tesseract rather than sending it to the Tesseract. Then 4-trunk capacitor is going to go on as well, and like that on equalize. So it'll just sort of give power to all machines equally, and make, you know, fill up all their buffers at the same time, including its own. That's fine. And then the interdiction matrix. So on its own, this thing isn't going to do a damn thing, basically. You can see it's got a warning range of 3. So if you're within 3 blocks in the interdiction matrix, it'll warn you, saying that you're entering an interdiction matrix zone, and then it'll take action at 0. Obviously that's not exactly very good if it's within 0 blocks of itself, so it would only affect something that's right next to it. So we're going to need some scale modules to increase the size of that thing. And then we're also going to need some modules that are actually going to do the work and kill guys. Whoops. That was smooth. Oh, did these fall off? We'll lose it. Okay, so scale modules next. Where's the scale module? That's the one, isn't it? Yeah. And that's just 2 focus matrices. Awesome. I'm going to get a decent amount of them. Probably about, say 20. That should be fine, I think. And I could do the warning module as well, because that'll let me look. It'll warn me when I'm nearing the interdiction matrix zone, so that'll give me a good idea of how far out the scale is, just for testing purposes. So a couple of note blocks for that. Cool. And there we go. Oops, just thrown it on the floor. Whoa, that was weird. Bit of a mouse spasm there. What are you doing, mouse? Chill. It's okay. Then lastly, I want a anti-hostile matrix. I should have all that. Yes, I do. Awesome. Whoa, what the hell is going on? My mouse sensitivity has gone insane. What on earth is going on? I'll be back in a sec once I fix this. Okay, there we go. I think I fixed it, I think. Seems to be alright. Okay, so let's plug some of these modules in. So, scale modules can go in first, and that will give us activation of 20 and warning of 23. Okay, cool. So let's stick the warn module in, so it should warn me when I'm in it, and turn it on. So, there we go. Leave the zone immediately. You have no right to enter. Cool. So what I want, I think, is to kind of come down above this tree, because I'm guessing that's where some of them are spawning, and see if it gives me the warning, or whereabouts it does. Not that close. Ah, there we go. It gives me the warning here, so it's probably going to start killing them around here or so. That should be about fine. And what about widthways? Easy in, and there. Okay, so that should cover the entire platform, but I can probably add a few more when I need to, when I extend the platform. But that'll do for now. So let's whack in the anti-hostile, and we should see them all die. Hopefully. I think they did. Is that it? Is that it? Job done? Is he taking damage? Yeah, there we go. He died. Cool. Okay, that seems to be working. So any enderman that spawns should get killed automatically. Nice. I'm going to take out that warning thing just because that is really starting to get quite annoying. So I think I might stick in some extra scale modules just to be safe and make sure it gets right to the top of that greatwood tree if anything spawns up there. So what do I want? Those things. Scale module. Boom. And yeah, give me like another... Sure, 6 should be fine. 6 should be great. And let's whack down as well. And bam. Awesome. That'll do nicely. And that should all be good. Cool. Well, that solved that problem surprisingly quickly. Thought it was going to take me longer, but alright then. So, what I think I want to get onto next... Actually, why don't I show you some of the other force field stuff that I probably will be using in the future, as I'm going through building stuff. Because pretty much the only thing that I was planning to do next was sort out my sorting system, and building the building for that. But that's going to take a while and be really, really slow. It's basically just going to be a ton of me planning where stuff's going to go and laying out the inside of the rooms and then eventually building the outside of the rooms once I come up with the plan, etc. So I think I'm probably going to do that off camera and just show you around it once I'm finished. So yeah, I want to show you around some of the more of the force field stuff that I probably will be using in the future. So let's go with a force field projector. That's not too hard. I need to pick some more of these though. Just make like another, yeah, a ton of them. Nearly a stack. That should be fine. Force field projector. Have I got everything else for that? Yeah, cool. And a few of the things that I want. I'm going to want cube mode. Awesome. I'm going to want a camouflage module. Awesome. What else? Scale modules. Again, I'm going to need a decent amount of those. Let's go up to like 24. Yeah, that might be enough for now. Anything else that I want? Yeah, glow module. I think you can make force fields emit light. That's quite cool. That might be something worth thinking about in the future. Anything else? Let's work with that for a while. Oh, it's still giving me the warning? Why is it still giving the warning? Did I put the... That hasn't... What? That hasn't got the warning module in. Why is it... whatever. Okay, force field, you can go just somewhere. Go right next to that thing. And that should hopefully send power to that, shouldn't it? Oh yeah, it's just going straight across the same plane, so it doesn't look any different. Cool. So this thing, to get it to work, you have to put a mode module in. So in this case, that's the cube one here. So we could also have sphere, or tube, or pyramid, cylinder, or a custom mode that you can set yourself. So we can whack that straight in the middle. And that is essentially, well, determining the shape of our force field. But it's not going to do a lot without scale modules in it, because it'll only just generate one single force field block above it. I think that's all it does. So the way you can mess around with scale modules is you can either make a custom sort of cuboid by putting the scale modules in these sections to add dimensions onto the front, the back, left, right, up, down. Or if you just want a big cube going in all the same directions, you can put them in this side, and that'll increase the radius completely in every direction. Increase the diameter in every direction. So if I put all of them there, that should be a pretty friggin' big force field. That should be good. So let's turn that on for now and see how it generates. Wow, that was quite a big one actually. That was very good. Oop, easy. Yeah, looks good to me. Oops, let's not fly out of the thing. Otherwise we would struggle to get back in a little bit. It's actually cutting off my items there. Maybe do with a few more then. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's turn the thing off temporarily, just so I can make sure I can get back in. That would help. Yep, you turn off. Go away. And I'm going to stick a few more scale modules in then, I think. So more of these things. So another... Yeah, 16 should be great. Camouflage as well, I'll work on that. And actually I'm going to add a speed module, I think. That'll essentially just make the force field build faster, which should be quite nice while I'm messing around with it. So maybe a few of them. Boom, 5 should be more than enough. Okay, and back here, stick them in. Stick the speed modules in as well and turn it back on. That should build a lot faster now. Yeah, much faster. Cool. Oh, it's lagging a little bit while it's building. It's fair enough. Cool, that's covered the entire thing now. That's pretty sweet. Alright then. Okay, so this thing's pretty much built. Let's just finish off the last bits. Yeah, cool, that's done. Awesome. So this is the force field this thing generates. And it's completely indestructible. You can't break this thing, can't do a thing with it. You ain't getting through, essentially. No chance, no way. So this, actually, I was just thinking, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have one of these underneath the entire platform, I think. Not in like a big cube, but maybe like if I did a flat one and extended out in, the compass directions, just had a big, huge, flat platform underneath the whole thing. So if I'm ever flying around and I run out of power and fall, I'm not going to fall into the void and lose all my crap, I think that would be kind of fun. I'd like that idea. I might actually work on that. But all the same, I don't want this big, blue, horrible-looking force field around it because, well, it looks crap. That's kind of like defy the entire point of having this awesome-looking void age, So I'm going to add a camouflage module. And on its own, it doesn't actually do very much. I think it is supposed to turn it invisible, but it doesn't quite. So, what I'm going to make is some quartz glass. Quartz glass. That'll do. No, what am I missing? That'll do, won't it? Cool, yeah, there we go. So the reason I'm using quartz glass specifically is because it has connected textures built in. So if I plonk them down here, you can see the textures are connected and it leaves the join in between them completely invisible. And that's what you want. So normal glass won't actually work for this because it will show all the borders, unless you've got Optifine installed and you've got connected textures on there. But if we put that next to the camouflage module, then we should see, yep, all that starts disappearing, and the force field is still building there. It's just being a little bit slow because this chunk loading. It's not quite loading the chunk, so it looks a bit weird. But the force field is still building out there, but now it's invisible. Awesome. So now we literally have a force field all around us, or we will do once it finishes building, but it's completely invisible, which is pretty nice. I like it. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I don't really like the sound of these endermen dying all the time. I think it's really annoying. So I think instead of that killing all hostiles module, I think I might go for an anti-spawn module. That's the one. So this one's a little bit... The problem with it is that it won't let any more natural mobs spawn, like friendly mobs. But that's not too big a deal, I don't think. So we've got a decent amount here already. Like enough that, you know, that looks quite nice. Ah, God, that noise is annoying. Yeah, I think we've got enough that actually looks kind of nice just having a mill around. And I think, you know, kind of good if we don't get too many in here. But I think that's the plan. So I think I'm just going to put a anti-spawn module in, and that just stops everything spawning at all, as opposed to just, you know, repeatedly killing them and making horrendous noises. And apparently I need to cook pork chops for that. Fair enough. I don't have a furnace over here. That's weird. Seems our force field is kind of glitched down. It's only gone half invisible. That is weird. Strange. Oh, whatever. I'll figure that out later. And ooh, actually that doesn't have power. Why does? Oh, this motorboss decided to break itself as well. Okay then. Fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. There we go. Anyway, pork chops. That's the one. 2 of them. Cool. And back to modules on here. Module. Where's the anti-spawning? That's the one. Need 2 more of them. 1. And to need more of the other things. Yeah, this thing's pretty expensive unless you're trying to do a late game. Quite glad that we are late game, otherwise I would be really quite annoyed in trying to make all these things out of diamonds and stuff and repeatedly trying to... I actually made the wrong one, didn't I? I don't even know. Yeah, it would be pretty frustrating to try and get all of these different resources in, diamonds and a ton of steel. But, you know, we're awesome, so it's fine. And that's the instruction matrix there. Cool. So let's make sure everything's dead. Seems so cool. And now nothing should spawn in this range. Awesome. And it's like, yeah, I was hoping you would do that. It didn't kill everything that was already here. Nice. Pretty awesome. Not sure what's going on with our force field, with it being sort of half visible, half not, but imagine if we just sort of took something out and put something back in, then it would rebuild the entire thing and make it look right. Yeah, looks like it. Cool. So yeah, that's the base introduction to modular force field systems. And there is a lot more cool stuff that you can do with it. Oh, actually, I just thought of something else that would be good to know and good to have. If we make a biometric identifier, that's the one. Just need a blank card for that. Paper and steel. Okay. Do I really not have any paper? Do I have any wood chips? Wood chips? I've got a few. Is that enough? No, it is not. Damn it. It reads. Nope, oh well, I'm gonna go make some more paper. What? How the hell did you guys spawn? That's annoying. That is annoying. I'm wondering if maybe there's some innate chunk loading in the ME system that sort of loaded up this space, but it didn't load up this. That's a possibility, maybe. Maybe the test rack did. I don't know. That's strange. Oh well. I guess I'll have to have a look at how to do that. I might just have to chunk load the whole area, then it'll sort of work properly. Looks like the force field bugged out again. It just doesn't like coming back, you know, invisible when I change between dimensions. That is weird. Oh well, whatever. I'll try and figure that out as I go along, I suppose. But anyway, I've got some paper now, so I can make that thing interdiction matrix. That thing. And that thing. Cool. Biometric identifier. Awesome. And I also need an identity card. Oh no, it's an identification card. There it is. Cool. So that's a blank card and redstone. Cool beans. That's that one. Awesome. So this, you just right click with it and it puts your player on, as seen by my wonderful face in the corner. And why are they still spawning? I'm not sure why they're still spawning. That's curious. Has an anti-spawn module in it? It's kind of like the point. Weird. I'm not sure I understand what's going on. I might have to put that anti-offcell module back in to stop them spawning. I'll see if any more spawn after that. I don't know. Right, anyway. So, the point in this biometric identifier and the card is to put the card in here, in rights. Now you can choose all these different things that you can do within the force field. So, it allows you to get through the force fields. Allows you to place and break blocks within the force field. Allows the player to interact and open GUIs, etc, etc, etc. Just essentially lets you do different things. So for example, in multiplayer, if you had people coming into this place and you didn't want to mess with anything, in the interdiction matrix there's a module that lets no players break blocks, or it can strip them of their inventory, or just many things, so that you can basically control whatever happens to a player that comes anywhere near this interdiction matrix or anywhere near the force field. So yeah, essentially now that we've put those rights onto the identification card, you can turn that thing on, leave the identification card in there, I suppose, leave it in the master slot, why not? And now, if we come out to our force field edge, right here, should be able to sneak straight through it. There we go, and we're at the force field. Awesome. So now we can just get in and out of the force field, which no one else can do. Cool, because we have that identification card made. You still have to sort of sneak through it. You kind of want to make sure that you get all the way through before you let go of shift, otherwise it can kill you. But yeah, cool, we can get in and out of the force field. Nice. Okay, so I finally figured out what was spawning the endermen after some time, and turns out it was my rather uneducated choice in flowers. I decided to plant these death flowers around because I thought they looked nice. Yeah, turns out not so much. They're from Hardcore Render Expansion, and I picked them up when I went to the end. But what I didn't know is that when you place these things down in anywhere except the end, they slowly die, and once they get to below 65 health, or 65% health, then they spawn angry endermen everywhere. Yeah, that would explain it. That's also why they're not stacking, because they're on like different health values. You can see the number at the end. So yeah, note to self: don't plant things called death flowers. That was a bad move. Oh well, at least this place is safe again. Good to know. And maybe the interdiction matrix, maybe run as the interdiction matrix, a little bit pointless, but at least I don't have to worry about lighting the place really so much anymore. As long as I've got that running. So cool. And I'm pretty sure actually the interdiction matrix doesn't stop stuff spawning on cursed earth. I think that might be the case, which would be pretty useful because it would stop stuff spawning anywhere except my mob grinders once I finally get them up and running. Anyway, I think I am going to work on my storage system for a while. Probably going to do that off camera, and then I'll walk you through that in the next one once I've built that, and then probably work on doing some extra stuff in the end actually, because this is just reminding me there is still some cool stuff in the end that I haven't really seen. There's a lot of new biomes and dungeons and things like that I kind of want to check out, see what we can find. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm Strewdel, and I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later.